Hey guys, it's Rail the Appreciator here. Welcome back to another album appreciation video. Today we're going to talk about KAYTRANADA's fourth album, Timeless. It came out in June 2024. It's got 21 tracks. It's slightly over an hour. It's another installment of his music after the collab album last year with Amine, KAYTRANADA. I'm really excited. So let's get into this one. If you don't know who KAYTRANADA is, he's a Haitian-Canadian producer, DJ and rapper. He released his first studio album in 2016, which was 99.9%. Then he released his second album in 2019, which was Baba, which is just really critically acclaimed. It won 2 Grammy Awards. One of them was Best Dance Electronic Album. He's just a really talented individual, and I'm just excited to be able to appreciate another installment of his music. I personally think Timeless is criminally underrated and underappreciated. It's definitely been overlooked this year because there's been a lot of album releases and music releases. I definitely think it could be like one of the best albums of this year. WITCHY with Childish Gambino is definitely one of the best tracks of this year. It's like a great single, great vocal performance by him. And yeah, Childish Gambino would go on and later release one of his own new albums called Bando Stone in a New World, which he had like his own trailer and like a movie and all this behind it. But yeah, this Timeless album is definitely not being talked about as much as it should have, hence why I'm making this video. It's definitely not being appreciated as much as it should have as well. It's just a really great album. So I've already listened to the album in full. It's been in my rotation. I've been listening to it a lot. There's a lot of tracks that I really like WITCHY with Childish Gambino, Weird with Duran Bernard, STUNTIN with Channel Tress. It's just, this album's really enjoyable. There's so many different vibes and different tracks, and just like fitting for like different moods and scenarios and vibes. And it's just, yeah, it's a really enjoyable album, and I can't wait to break it down as we go along in this video. Yeah, although I don't think this is a perfect album, just because of like its length and having 21 tracks, and having like a lot of features, it's really important to get the most out of the artist as you can on a song. So the album starts off with like a really incredible, emphatic intro, really gets us into the vibe of this album, really knows what we're signing ourselves up for. And then it goes into Spit It Out with Rochelle Jordan. Yeah, it's catchy, it's nice, it's like an easy listen. But I feel like a lot of tracks on this album, KAYTRANADA really didn't go the distance with his ability and his skill. Like I want like more. Like if I'm comparing it to like WITCHY and Gambino's vocal performance on that's like kind of more what I wanted. Like get the best out of an artist that you can, using your beats and your instrumentals and all that. Because when you head into the third track in the album, Call You Up with Lou Phelps, it's got that repeated beat loop that's very catchy, but I also feel like the track's like lackluster because it doesn't really go anywhere. It kind of just stays in the same place. And I feel like it could have had more progression and like gone somewhere really like, you know, been more enjoyable. But I guess for what it was made for, it's good enough, I guess. On a track like Weird with Duran Bernard, it's really great, like having the different vocal inflections, and it's catchy and it progresses and it goes, and then it just heads into the next track, Dance Dance Dance, which is just a repeated looped instrumental, and it's like catchy and nice, but yeah, there's not really much depth or like reason for it to be there. It's just kind of like a throwaway, which is kind of it's all right, but like I feel like a person, like an artist with KAYTRANADA's skill and ability can be doing a lot better, and I don't really know what the reasoning behind this track choice was. And then on Feel Away with Don Toliver is such a great, versatile artist and really made a big name for himself on Travis Scott's Astroworld album. He's great with vocal inflections, he can rap, he can sing, he can use his voice as an instrument. But yeah, on Feel Away, I feel like he's very restricted in what he's doing, so I don't get the point of like bringing him on a track like this and not getting the best from him. Like it's very catchy and smooth and vibey, but yeah, it just feels very restricted. Because then when you head into the next track with Charlotte Day Wilson, Still, and it's just like, it's romantic and just calm and peaceful and nice. But yeah, I get every song doesn't have to be upbeat, and I feel like being a KAYTRANADA fan and just being so used to all these dance and hip-hop tracks and just very upbeat and very punchy, I get it. But yeah, when you're listening to like a new album from him from like start to finish, it doesn't really like flow that well. Like I get he's trying to like, I feel like he's trying to do too much. Like there's too many different vibes and too many different scenarios and all this stuff that he's trying to create with his music, and it doesn't really align. Like I personally really like this album, and there's like a lot of parts that I really like about it. But when you're going in like a first album listening experience from start to finish. It was kind of weird for me when I was listening to it. I don't know if anyone else experienced that, but yeah, that's just how I felt about it. We've got the track Video with Raven Lene. I just really love her voice, and her new album came out today as well, so hopefully I'll be talking about that in a later video. Yeah, she just has a really nice voice on this track. It's really catchy. It progresses a little bit, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. But then you head into the the song after that, Seemingly, which is just like an instrumental. It's very chill. Just, yeah, not much going on with that, so there's not really much for me to say about it. You've got Drip Sweat with Channel Tress, and it's just, yeah, very like punchy and upbeat and hype. I really like towards the end when the beat like starts cutting in and out, but yeah, it's just like a very like catchy song. And when the single first came out and the music video, like, it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. It was, yeah, really dope. It was really catchy and stuck in my head, and I'd be listening to it all the time. But Hold On with Dawn Richard, she just has a very strong vocal performance, and like the instrumental and the beat really complements her really nicely and really well. It's just, yeah, I really like this track. I feel like it's one of the more underappreciated tracks on the album, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You head into the next two tracks, which are Please Babe and Stepped On, and just the back-to-back of like not much going on, but it's still enjoyable. Like, you'll be bobbing your head to the beat, really catchy and nice. Yeah, just two tracks that really, like, when you're coming towards the end of the first disc, it's a really good closeout towards that, because then the tracks after that are just like incredible. We've got Tinashe on More Than a Little Bit, just doing a thing like really sensual and romantic and seductive. Yeah, it's just really enjoyable. And the track after that with Anderson .Paak and Sir, they're just really like intertwined really well, and just like, yeah, the way they're like rapping to each other, singing to each other, just like a really dope track. I really enjoyed that one. And we're up to my favorite track on the album, Witchy with Childish Gambino. The build up is great, the progression is great. He's just like singing his heart out and just pouring it out, like witchy, like he feels like he's under the spell with this girl. And just like, yeah, when it comes to the chorus, he's just like singing his heart out, and it's just so good. I still don't understand why Anthony Fantano had this in like his least favorite tracks, like worst tracks. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album, because there's so much emotion like behind it, and it's like you can really feel it when you listen to it. So that's why it's been in my rotation. That's why I think it's like one of the best tracks of this year. Yeah, just a really great performance. And then we see it later in Childish Gambino's new album that came out a bit after this one, after this album. And yeah, he's just trying a lot of new different sounds, like using his voice and just putting more emotion into his music, which is really great. And yeah, that's why I think Witchy is one of the best tracks on this album, and definitely one of the best tracks of this year, just because of those things, like the way he sounds, his lyrics. It's just all so powerful, and that's what music should really be. As we head into like the end of the album, we've got the last 5 tracks with Rochelle Jordan, Thundercat, Pink Pantheress, Channel Tress. It's just, yes, it's a good way to close out the album. Yet again, it's like catchy and nice to listen to. The artists are like that he brought on the album at the end don't really like do too much or try to experiment. They just play it very safe. Yeah, it's a really good closeout to this album, but yeah, definitely not a perfect album, but still one people are going to be listening to and appreciating, myself included, heavily in the rotation. But yeah, this Timeless album is definitely one of the more overlooked albums of this year, in a year where there's been just so much music. But I really wanted to make a video on it to like really appreciate it in its full, because KAYTRANADA is just a musical genius, and he's had such a big influence in the industry and in all the different genres, because you can listen to like a track and just know, that's KAYTRANADA. Like, he has such a unique like auteur style that is like so recognizable. And yeah, I'm just want to keep listening to more new music from him. Because I kind of felt like the KAYTRAMINE album last year was a bit lackluster, but like Timeless has really brought it back to a standard where it should be, but definitely I'd say far from his best, which is all right. Thanks for watching the video. It's another album appreciation. If you like what you saw, please leave a like down below and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications as well. Comment down below other artists, albums, or songs you want me to listen to and appreciate, and I'll make a video on them. Thanks for watching, and see ya.